No, it's been 1 week since the wall of water raged down the Guadalupe River, and coming up in about 15 minutes, KHOU 11 Investigates shares new audio revealing a critical alert was delayed as floodwaters rose.
Now, as we continue our coverage of the devastating flooding, we are hearing from more residents and property owners still trying to process everything that's happened. Yeah, our Julissa Garza is live in Kirk County. And Julissa, you're at a location we've reported from before, but what are you seeing there now?
Hey, Devon and Steph, that's right. I'm at Blue Oak RV Park. It's not far from where we were at yesterday. Our crews were here on Sunday, but now we're getting a closer look at the trail of destruction and damage left behind. We'll move out of the way to give you a closer look at what we've been seeing since we've arrived here. Now, this RV park was packed for the 4th of July holiday weekend, but as we know, that celebration turned into tragedy. Now, I want everyone to know this property isn't just an RV park. The family who owns it also runs a restaurant here, a construction business, and their home right next door to it all. Now, Lorena Guillen and her husband were here. They're the owners of this property when the floodwaters rushed in. And now they're still trying to recover, rebuild, all while processing what happened in those terrifying overnight hours. This is what Blue Oak RV Park in the Texas Hill Country looked like July 3rd.
The water was crystal clear. You could see the fish at the bottom. Kids were jumping in the water, swimming, kayaking, and everything. It was just perfect weather.
But now the park, which is near the Guadalupe River, carries a haunting memory after catastrophic flooding.
I got awakened by the lights of the rescue team. One of my residents, Nick, called 911 because he could hear people yelling from the island.
Lorena Guillen and her husband started banging on doors.
My husband ran into the water because, you could see the father walking towards us with his 2 babies in his hands. So my husband got in the water. And so there was, then all of a sudden it came a wave of water, and it took everybody. It took the father, the children, the mother. It took my husband too, but he was closer to the edge that he got snagged on a rebar or something, and he was able to climb out before my retention wall came crumbling down.
Lorena says she was trying to get folks to higher ground on the restaurant patio. The floodwater was so strong, lifting structures and cars.
You could see dozens of cars floating away with the lights on, and you can hear people honking, and you can hear screaming, a lot of screaming. We saw the cabins from next door smashing into the trees. That's why you see a lot of the scarring on the trees. That's where the cabins were hitting.
Nearly a week later, the cleanup continues. Crews searching for people missing.
They've taken about 38 vehicles out of here.
Everywhere she turns, she sees devastation and says each day it hits her harder. You see the devastation, but it still vividly plays in your mind what happened in the middle of the night here.
Yes, and I cannot get the screams out of my head. That's the part that when I close my eyes, all I can hear is the screaming.
Now, Lorena does tell me she wishes that she could have done more, but she and her husband helped save so many lives that night. Only one family, unfortunately, didn't make it. Now, the restaurant that they own up here is back open. It's on higher ground. It did take on some water, but they're pressing forward. Now, Lorena's focus is on rebuilding, supporting her employees, and holding on to the strength of this community that continues to show up for each other. Now, again, another look out here at the RV park. You can see so many trees knocked down, a lot of debris, and Steph and Devon, I'll tell you, we also see large pieces of cement and pavement on the sides, just showing you how strong the floodwaters were. And, later, hopefully we can go stand closer to the restaurant again to give you another visual of just how far this water reached. But Lorena and her husband, both so strong for sharing their story with us. And as we mentioned, our crews were here Sunday, but you get another look here and you can still see the devastation that was brought on to this community.
Wow, Julissa, strength on full display there in Kirk County this morning. Thank you so much.